Hey guys, it's Jessica from craftedandstampin.blogspot.com, and I had taken a picture of a split letter monogram that I did, and I put it out on Facebook in the Let's Learn Cricut Explorer and the Cricut Design Space groups, and I got a lot of people that said they wanted to know how I did this, so I'm going to show you really quickly how I did it. It was super easy. The first thing you want to do is start a new project. From there, this is where it could be different for each person. You need to have the, what is the name? Hold on, let me see what the name of the font was. It was Monogram KK. That was the monogram, or that was the font that I used. So I'm just going to do a W because that's my last name. I'm going to come over here. The W automatically showed up front for layers. And I'm going to come to edit and I'm going to change my font. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, babe, can you hit snooze, please? I'm going to actually come down here and I'm going to go down to Monogram KK, or actually I'm going to type it. M-O-N-O-G-R-A. There it is. Monogram KK. Okay. So here is my letter. Now I'm going to make it about 6 inches wide. Okay. So I have it about that big. Now here's this. I mean, it's really easy. So the hardest part might be downloading and installing the font. If you just Google Monogram KK, you will find this monogram. It's all over Google. I found a free download, downloaded it. It was on my computer. The next thing you want to do is you want to go into your images, and you can find it in, I think it's in Cricut Font and Basic Shapes. I just happen to use the rectangle from Art Philosophy, but you can use any rectangle. So if you have Cricut Font and Basic Shapes, you can use it. I'm just looking for something that's free so that way I can save my file. And like I said, I happen to have it on Art Philosophy, but I know for a fact it is in the Cricut Font Basic Shapes. So just go ahead and hit insert. And then what we're going to do is, for me, I'm going to ungroup this and I'm going to delete out this one part because I don't need it. So I deleted it. Now I've got myself a rectangle. And what I want to do is, since I made this about 6 inches, I'm going to make this about 6.5 inches. So let's go to edit, which is behind my layers. And I'm going to say I want it to be 6 inches. And I'm definitely making this a lot smaller. It only needs to be, God, as wide as you really want it to be. So, whoops, I was actually playing with the wrong thing the whole time. So 6 inches up here, and we'll make it about a 1/2 inch wide. That sounds good. Now what you're going to do is you're actually going to come back over and you're going to duplicate this twice. So we have 1, 2, now 3. So put the third one aside, line up the second one, okay? Whoops. You want to make them be equal. And then you're just going to move it so that there's a little bit of a gap. Now how I did this was like this. I left clicked on top of the first one, held my shift button, left clicked again, and I moved it in a group. Now I want it to be where, this is just going to be on your preference where you want to split your letter. There was no rhyme or reason for me doing this. I just happened to do it this way. So what I want to do now, again, I didn't mean to ungroup it. So I'm going to go ahead and group my 2 rectangles again, and then I'm going to group my W. And from here, I'm going to right click and I'm going to weld. So once I weld it, it all becomes one piece, and that's what I want. So now I'm going to come back over to this third piece, and I'm actually going to make it big enough to where it will touch both pieces and kind of merge in between. So you see how that kind of looks? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over and into the center and make sure they're lined up, which it looks lined up pretty well. Okay, and I'm going to highlight. Oops, can I now click on that, or did I jack that all up? I did. So let's make that to where I can still touch it. So I'm highlighting. You want to have the middle bar highlighted. So I'm going to put it to where it's right in between both the top and the bottom welded rectangles. And then I want to right click on it. Oops, I want to highlight the box. Sorry, keep letting go. There we go. Let's come back to this again. And let's highlight my rectangle. keep moving. Oh my gosh, I keep moving it. There we go. Okay. So while you have that, hit your shift button and grab onto your W and then right click, and all you're going to do is go to attach. Okay, now once you attach, I want you to go to the go button. And as long as you see it all together to where you can see all the lines from that rectangle in the middle, you know you did it correctly, because our ultimate goal is to cut out this rectangle. And what's going to happen is it's going to eliminate everything that you see in the middle. So this whole thing is going to be eliminated, and it's that easy. So once you pull out and you weave this with your vinyl, you're good to go. Just make sure you change your settings. Make sure you put it on the vinyl settings, and then if you have your transfer tape or painter's tape or contact tape or whatever you want to use, you can just move it down and go from there. So that's how easy it is to make a split letter. What I would suggest you do is just try it on a piece of cardstock first before you go pulling your vinyl out to make sure it did in fact work for you. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy and hope it helps you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my blog, www.craftingandstamping.blogspot.com, and please make sure you become a YouTube follower of mine, because I plan on doing a ton more tutorials. Thanks. Bye.